Welcome to the channel. Today we are going to break down where the 14 million players of Football Manager 24 have come from. SI have obviously been pushing this fact, saying there's 14 million players. Is it 14 million players on PC? Nah, of course not. They got console, we got mobile, we got Netflix. We've got touch, we've got lots of different areas. So how many players are actually playing it on PC against how many players are playing it elsewhere? I've had a look. I got some answers. Let's dig into the video. Let's go. Here we go. So, Netflix, if you remember, is the place now where everyone goes for mobile game. It was announced last year, Football Manager Mobile is now on Netflix, and there was controversy going, I can't believe I've got to pay for Netflix to play from Football Manager. That controversy was probably justified. I suppose if you don't have Netflix, you don't watch anything on Netflix, it's an extra cost. A lot of people would enjoy the fact that you can now play Football Manager for free whilst you're catching up on Narcos, whilst you're watching, I don't know, anything new from Sunset Boulevard. Whatever the show your missus watches when you're playing on Football Manager, you can play Football Manager for free on your mobile. Win. So that was a massive gamble by Football Manager because in the past they have sold it on Android and Apple for about £7 each. But Miles has specifically said for the game to keep going, we needed to take partnership like Apple Arcade or Touch. We needed to put this in place. So how successful was it? How many of the 14 million? Well, if we look back at Miles's tweet on the 29th of January said, we have passed 6 million players already. It took us over a year for this. When Miles tweeted that, Netflix Games promoted how many downloads they've got because Netflix Games was actually quite new. It had only come in 2023, and they just announced that they got the GTA San Andreas and GTA Vice City. So they were quite big and popularizing how many downloads they were getting. So according to Mobile Gamer, it's a website, I'll put the link in the description below, it showed that in January 2024, FM24 Mobile had I repeat this, 4.4 million downloads. Out of the 6 million downloads there were, 6 million players there were, 4.4 million had joined using the Netflix deal. That, my friend, is a bona fide success. Now, I don't know how much they got paid by Netflix for it, but I guarantee I don't think they were expecting 4 million downloads of it. That is absolutely insane. Okay, so how many people were playing it on PC back then? Well, 675,000 players had ordered it through Steam. So for the 6 million players they were talking about at this tweet, 5 million of them were either Steam or mobile. So when we're talking in that box where we're saying, well, why is Football Manager trying to get traction with consoles? Why is Football Manager trying to, go outside the PC? It's very obvious. There are burgeoning markets there. Okay, so if we fast forward to the June announcement where Football Manager had reached 10 million players, and Miles was talking about 8 years of hard work, embracing new growth, embracing new channels. How did that work out? Well, let's have a look at the figures, shall we? The number of mobile gamers in May was 7.3 million. 890,000 players have bought it through Steam. So 7.3 plus that's 8.1 million we know definitely. But if we push all the way forward then to September 24, the number of players on mobile was 8.9 million. Out of that 14 million they were announcing at the end of September on Steam, the sales were 1.1 million. So we can comfortably say 10 million players were on mobile and Steam. We can't tell you how successful the Epic was because that's not there at this moment in time. But 4 million players were either on Epic, console, or touch, or Windows, or Xbox Games Pass. In terms of how successful Football Manager's been, I think this does illustrate the point quite well, is that there is at least, this is where they're going, where the game's grown to 14 million players. Well, mobile has actually dominated the growth here. It is actually nearly 9 times as many players on mobile as it is on Steam. And people go in, we don't need to change things. Why do we need to change things? This is an obvious thing. If you compare it to all of the Netflix downloads so far in September, mobile is the 6th most downloaded game. You've got San Andreas, Storyteller, which I don't know about, SpongeBob, Bloons, Too Hot to Handle, and then FM Mobile. It's more popular than GTA Vice City. Next time you're wondering, well, where's this 14 million coming from? You know the answer. So for everyone that's wondering, oh, why do they want to change things for console? Why do they want to change things for PC? Why do they want to change things for mobile? There's 14 million users now. And that in itself needs obviously applauding, but also at the same time, Football Manager needs to grow. And its business model is now games as a service, and they are going more down the route of making sure subscription models like Game Pass and Apple Arcade for Touch and Netflix for mobile, they're providing those to third parties. They have to get that right because there's going to be contracts, there's going to be guarantees, there's going to be royalties, there's going to be big money attached. How successful they can roll those games out in future. This is the future of Football Manager. And I know a lot of people who play PC are not going to be happy. Hopefully you found this interesting. Hopefully, this is a little bit of a tidbit that's actually helped you understand how did we get to 14 million players this year. Hopefully I don't get shadow banned by SI for releasing this information. Hopefully everything's okay. But if you like this, why not like and subscribe to the channel? There's another couple of videos here you might enjoy. Until next time, this is Stig signing out. Take care.